Hi everyone, my name is Ravi Krishna Janyavala and welcome to my channel Ravi Tech Talks. Please do subscribe to get notifications. Let us start our course Microsoft Azure IoT AZ 220. So in this introduction section, we will see what are the prerequisites and what is this course is about, what is expected post completion of this course, what is Internet of Things, what are the challenges, and what are Azure IoT services, and what's next after this section. So this course is mostly about learning Azure IoT services and mastering them. So you'll get to know the theoretical as well as practical implementation on how to use Azure services, IoT services like IoT Hub and IoT Edge, Azure Defender for IoT, and many more services. What is expected after completion of this course? So you will have a clear understanding of Internet of Things. You will have a clear understanding of Azure IoT services. You will get to design and implement Azure IoT solutions end to end. You will get to configure and maintain the devices as well as troubleshoot them. You will get to do your own implementation using IoT Hub SDK and Edge SDKs and runtime. And if you ask me what is the content of the course going to be, it will be mostly following the course content provided by Microsoft certification exam AZ 220. So why? So in that way, after completion of the course, you will be able to go for the certification exam. So if I switch to the certification exam URL, so this is the certification exam site where you can find the details about the exam as well as what are the skills measured and what are the percentage of weightage you get for the skills in the exam. So to clear the exam, it should be like 70-75%. You need to get more than 700 points marks. And if you go in detail into the exam skills, uh, this is the PDF which you'll get. Here you'll have in detail, like inside of each section, what are the topics which are going to be covered. So in this course, we will be covering all these topics both theoretically as well as I'll be demonstrating it them to you so that you will be after this course you will be able to attempt this exam. Okay, let's switch back to the presentation. So what are the prerequisites? I'll be focusing mainly on the C Sharp .NET. So you'll need to have an IDE of Visual Studio Community Edition. I'll be showing you how to download and install Visual Studio Community Edition. And for those who are not into C Sharp, you can go ahead and implement. So most of the course will be on Azure portal. So it's all about configuration and how the life cycle of a device and Azure IoT services work. So you'll be able to follow through it, and some of the infra things will be on PowerShell. So you won't need much of knowledge on PowerShell. So since it will be more like a bash script, and coming to the implementation with IoT Hub SDK, so we will go with C Sharp. The SDK does support other languages and like C and Node.js and few other languages. So whatever code I will be writing in C Sharp, you can get a relevant code in other languages on the Microsoft MSDN. And I'll be showing you how to create an Azure free subscription. You'll need to have some knowledge on how do you create a .NET project solution and how do you build the solution and how do you deploy it. And I'll be showing that along the way. And IoT Hub Explorer, it's just a software what you will need to explore the IoT hub what we created on the cloud level so that it is much more easier for you. And Node.js will be a software installation which we will need for the npm packages. So I'll be showing the installations what are required in a different video after this introduction section. What is Internet of Things? Internet of Things is nothing but sensors and devices which are collecting data and are communicating it over a network. That network can be a private network or a public network or to a cloud network, and the devices are might be communicating it to a cloud network, or they might be communicating within themselves, like sending data across to themselves. So all the sensors and devices which collect data and which are connected to a network, they are nothing but Internet of Things. Let us say you might be having an temperature sensor in your AC or in your fridge, and you might be having an heart rate sensor in your watch. So they are nothing but sensors and devices which are collecting data. So if they just collect the data, that data, if it is at the device level, it doesn't make any importance. But when they are collecting data and they are connected to some network through either the SIM or Wi-Fi, and they are sending the data across so that their data can be processed and some action can be taken upon. So all the sensors and devices which are connected to any network and sending the data across, they are nothing but Internet of Things. And why do we need to pay attention to Internet of Things, and why should we get to know Internet of Things and all? So if you see the market projection in 2020, it was around 916 billion dollars, and it is expected to reach 1994 billion dollars in 2029. So there is a lot of investment happening on IoT, and this IoT is driving the digital transformation in many of the industries. So what are the challenges? So when we take an industry like a manufacturing industry, or let us say like a pharmaceutical industry, where they are producing vaccine, like huge amount of doses, they want to detect whether a particular batch is produced correctly or not, and how many vials of vaccine are there. So these sort of things takes sensors and devices. So when we are provisioning, that is registering and installing these sensors and devices at the factory level, we might be installing at different sites. So there might be a site in one city, and there might be site two in another city, and we might be installing thousands of devices across. So when we are installing these thousands of devices, from the device level, we need to get the data to our cloud. Okay, so the data collected at the industry or the site level, we need to get it to our cloud. So we cannot take all the data whatever is being sent, right? So we need to identify the device. So whenever they are installing the device there, we need to register it with our cloud system that this device is authenticated with me, and I'll be collecting data from them. So how do we provision thousands of devices, and how do we secure those devices from getting tampered? How do we secure the device to cloud messaging and cloud to device messaging? Like the device wants to send some data to me, and I want to send some instructions to the device, like update this patch from the cloud level. So how do we take care of this device to secure this device to cloud and cloud to device communications? And how do we deal with so much amount of data being sent from device to cloud? And how do we push updates to the devices? And how do we estimate the cost implications of it? We are installing the device at a particular industry, we need to know what sort of sensors are going to go into it. So what is the cost of the device? And not the cost doesn't mean that it's going to be over once we are installing the device. The device, we need to see what is the connectivity of the device. Is it connecting over using a SIM, or is it connecting over an Wi-Fi, or is it connecting over a Wi-Fi, which is again a private network? And when it is sending a lot of data to us, so all that data, when it is coming to us, how much amount of cost it is going to be for us in this month and in coming months, and what is the forecast it is going to be for us in, let us say, 2 to 3 years. So such sort of cost implications also we need to keep in our mind. So what are the Azure IoT services? Azure provides us a lot of services like Azure IoT Hub, IoT Central, Edge Device Provisioning Service, Defender for IoT, Digital Twins, IoT Hub SDK, Edge Runtime, Time Series Insights. So these are all services which come under Azure IoT services, and we will, as the course progresses, we will see how to use these services, implement these services, and what are the design decisions, like what are the limitations of the services, when should we use which service, and what are the pros, what are the cons, and how do we implement each and every service. We will have a look at them. You can refer the link below if you want to have a overlook of what are the services and a detailed description of those. And what's next after this section is like I'll be creating a new video where I'll be showing you how to install Visual Studio Community Edition, and while installing, what will be the modules which you need to check during the installation, so that you get all the IoT related stuff on your Visual Studio. And what will be the and I'll be showing you steps about the installation of Node.js. I'll be showing you steps where you can get Azure IoT Hub Explorer and how to install it. And I'll be showing you steps on to create a Azure free subscription. I hope I have provided a good understanding of what the course is going to be in this introduction session. If you have any doubts, please subscribe and comment below in this video, and I'll be clarifying it to you. And have a nice day.